Yeah, hello? Is this thing on? Oh, sure is. What's up, friends? How we doing? It is Friday, and today, well, we're playing some video games. Isn't that great? Imagine. But uh, yesterday we managed to get ourselves up to level 80 something, which means we can now wear all the big end game like armor bases. We're 83, 69% into 83. Nice. We got our fourth ascendancy done. So now we have the old time freeze. It's a little harder to use than I expected or hoped that it would be because it has a 0.7-second use time, but we'll get used to it. We were, like, the last map we did yesterday was tier 16, and we died 2 or 3 times in it. Because I was struggling to use Temporal Rift and Time Freeze properly. However, we did manage to clear it, and we still got a boatload of XP out of it, so that's probably what we're going to be trying to do today. As far as like the maps we're farming, because farming in tier 15 is just way better than farming in lower tiers. And the thing we needed to do, we left off needing to do, was I swapped out Inevitable Agony for Now and Again, which is a chance to not consume cooldown when you use it. But that the fact that we no longer have Inevitable Agony means that we no longer need 3 curses, which means we can either drop Whispers of Doom, or we can drop Dodri's Damning. Whispers of Doom basically has no downside for us, since we have Blasphemy, and so there's no, like, activation delay. So we're keeping that one. And we need to replace Dodri's Damning. I don't know what we're replacing it with. Our resistance is pretty well sorted. I just need to know what we're doing with that. There was one ring that I was like kind of thinking we could maybe put on. I mean, we could throw on Dream Fragments. Which actually, that used to be giga expensive. I don't think it is anymore since they nerfed mana stacking. Yeah, definitely not. But we are having mana issues, so I could just throw that on for kicks and giggles right now. Also, being chilled and frozen super annoying. Gifts from Above was another one I was kind of thinking about. Rarity is not a bad thing. Crit chance isn't a bad thing. It's got 27 res on it. I think those were the only 2 we were really considering. But if I put this on, what's my mana go to? 904 to 963. My mana regen is now 76.7 versus 57.5. We can try it. I'll walk around with Gifts from Above in my pocket too, just to try them out. There may be better options. There's probably better options. But this is just what I have on me for right now, so we're gonna give it a shot and see how it goes. But if Dream Fragments just solves all my mana problems, even without mana modifiers or mana quality on it, that's what I was thinking of. If Dream Fragments is enough to solve that problem, then it might be worth it, because we've been... if you saw my damn run through the Trial of the Sekima final boss yesterday, oh, we had some mana problems. I'll tell you what. It was kind of miraculous that we actually got through that. Just know we ended up swapping to Quarterstaff Strike, so we could actually hit him once in a while. We're still running quite short on mana, but I can definitely tell the flask is having a much more significant effect than it was previously. Like, our mana isn't just staying in place when I push the flask, it's actually going back up. Which is an improvement, but still not quite what I would call fixed yet. Someone mentioned in the comments of yesterday's stream that they're running a similar build with Chronomancer. Well, they've got a build with a similar idea on their Chronomancer, but they're using like spells and scepters and stuff. Their temporal chains effect on normal monsters was 77, according to the claims. I could only imagine how crazy that would feel. But we would probably have to invest a little more heavily in, like, it would either be slow effect, curse effect, or something else, I don't know. Which is probably all on, like, the upper left side of the tree, where we, like, kind of the opposite side where we ended up. We not do that. This will be a real test. Breach and Abyss. We'll clear the Abyss before doing the Breach. If I was feeling confident, we'd do them both at the same time, but... Or trying to take it a little easy. A, it's our first map. B, we're just barely pushing into 15s. And again, this is, I think, another 16. Oh, maybe not. Either way, let's not overdo it, right? I love when the bell shows up behind me. It's my favorite shit. The hell is that thing? Critical hits with spells apply 2 stacks of crit weakness. Oh, we got Abyssal Depths. I didn't even see that. Well, it looks like we're still gonna need some more investment in mana. Our cost is down to 56. We're regenning 76.7, I think it was. I don't know, we're up to 77 after that. But we're definitely attacking more than 1.5 times per second. We kind of got hella attack speed from Hollow Pop. Time out, time out. Oh, okay then. I just didn't want to be in that breach anyways. One problem we did start running into after jumping into like top red maps was I started getting stunned unbelievably often, just because things were doing more damage and were quite heavily invested into energy shield rather than life, so my stun threshold is just not high. Because I also don't really have the points that say, add X% of your energy shield to your stun threshold. So even though we have an anti-stun charm, when you trigger the stun charm, you still get stunned for a second, so it's enough to interrupt you. It's very annoying. I have no idea where all that came from. Oh yeah, I forgot to go grab a stricter loot filter off stream. Shit. Oops. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot we had abyssal dips. Bro, really? Guess we'll go all around. I'm not gonna bother going for the abyssal dips. I should though, shouldn't I? I don't know why, it just feels so exhausting to jump into him and clear him. But if we get a nice omen or a nice bone, then you know it'll kind of be worth it. Not gonna lie, if that didn't show up on the map, there was exactly 0 chance of me noticing that was there. Holy degen, Batman. Freeze makes those things so much nicer to deal with. Keeps them from like sliding away. Yeah. You know, let's just take a second and chill out, shall we? Three rares is a bit much to deal with at once. Yo, time freeze is real nice. It's a little awkward when you use it in giant ass groups of stuff that's like surrounding you, because even if we shatter them, even if we shatter the enemies, their hitboxes are still there, so I can't run through them. And since they're shattered, I can't see where the hitboxes actually are and try and avoid them. But if we're just dealing with a clump of rares and they're being a little too much for me, just freeze them, dude. It's pretty great. Alright, that was a run with Dream Fragments. I actually forgot about my mana problems, which is a pretty nice feeling. Elemental weakness is 0 problem for me. I don't really want to do a boss right now. I think we should get a few more levels. Also, I meant to point out, we died during that map, but I started at 69% into level 84, ended that map 39% into 84 after our death. So actually, we got 31% of 83 and 49% of 84 off that one map. So like, even if we're kind of struggling, we're still making huge progress on our leveling. Actually, XP per hour 324 million. Kind of worth. Yo, Source, thanks for the follow. Bro, my hair keeps tickling my arm. I think there's a bug on her. 2 seconds. All right, let's get this going. I just looked at those quests on the side of my screen for the first time in like 20 years. I should probably do those. But then again, I would have to run Ritual. Although this build might be better at dealing with Ritual than my other build, so we could consider it. If I find a map that has Ritual on it, I may give it a shot. My other build has solid single target damage, and it's great at clearing massive amounts of enemies, because its clear skill is Siege Cascade from the crossbow. And that fires 1 arrow per enemy, so when there's 10,000 enemies around me, that's 10,000 arrows. If there's 5 enemies around me, it's just not nearly as exciting. This build can just... it doesn't have great clear anyway, so it can just bounce from pack of 5 enemies to pack of 5 enemies. The only bummer with the Ritual is sometimes, like by the time you get to your 4th Ritual, it just takes 20 years to summon all the monsters, no matter how quickly you kill them. At least that's how it felt last time I tried it. Mana problems do be mana probleming. We did swap off of Dream Fragments, so. Whoa. Calm down, Zera. don't need no stinking remnants. Meant to look. What did our crit chance go to? On Ice Strike. 29.43 versus 25.6. I feel like I don't have a whole lot of increased crit chance, but we get a whole bunch of base crit chance. Just from Olipom. So I feel like getting even a little bit of increased crit chance would probably be pretty effective, and I guess the 28% from there is a solid 4%, but I think I was kind of hoping for a little more than that. Granted, when I get a little more money and we can afford higher tier bases on our armor, that will be going up quite a bit. But Holopom's a little popular, as far as I imagine it's popular. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. So the gear that makes it good is probably not going to be cheap. It's not counting me as stationary. There it is. There it is. But when I was targeting that one rare for like 5 hits, it was not giving me consecrated ground. Also, what does consecrated ground even do in this one? Life regen, reduced effective curses. How much life regen? 59.6 to 0. That's decent, I guess. It's probably, what, like 5%? 5%, that's probably a little high. No, I think that's right. 5% of 1200. Too much area denial. I don't like it. Got green bombs, we got donuts, we got red explosions, we got tornadoes. Get that shit out of here. Oh no, elemental weakness. Hey, it's minus 50% curse effectiveness as well. It's pretty solid, actually. Granted, elemental weakness doesn't do shit to me because my res is that high over cap. However, on temp chains it would be pretty nice. Now the breach. This is the only thing that's been reliably giving me trouble in these tier 15 maps. So we gotta be a little more careful than we are in other mechanics. Probably not gonna get too much out of them. Definitely not full clearing breach, but we're also running flash breach, so It's kind of understandable. We're getting more density. The breach lasts shorter. Because it opens and closes faster, but we do get more monsters. Let me get him! Damn it. That's our second level today. Mana regen goes up to 61. Alright. My mana went lower than it was when I started today, but that's because Dojiri's Damning gave us mana. Then Dream Fragments gave us mana, and Gifts from Above does not. What else do we got here? On the plus side, we also didn't die during the breach. So that's character development right there. Obliterator bow. What you got? Ain't got shit. Honestly, Gifts from Above is probably the better option between the two. Crit chance helps our damage. We get rarity when we do kill things off with crits. We get light radius, kind of huge. But Dream Fragments just makes things feel nicer. And then removing Chill and Freeze is actually kind of nice, because then we could swap off our Thawing Charm for like a Golden Charm or something, and then this also keeps us from being chilled, which being chilled is super fucking annoying. It makes this build feel so much worse. Any kind of slow does, really, which is why I avoid Temporal Chains so much on my maps. But I wanted to look at the unique stats. That is the build plan we came up with originally. We've kind of strayed from the plan a little bit, but that's okay. I wanted to look at rings, though. See if there's any other unique rings that are just, like, immediately jumping out as something better than what we're currently running. Black Flame is the Chaos Ignite. Black Heart we don't want. No. Lose 5% of max life per second. Attacks have added physical damage equal to 3% of maximum life. That's kind of interesting. However, we would need quite a bit of life regen to make up for that downside. Ignite Proliferation. Death Rush is another one that's kind of tempting. If only it leached physical attack damage as mana. But the Onslaught would be really nice. Dream Fragments we're running. Gifts from above we're attempting. Armor applies to elemental damage. I think we're good. Also, that can have the desecrated modifiers on it. Heartbound loop. No. The poison ring. Oh no. Yeah, it is a poison ring. I didn't realize Kalandra's touch was in this game already. +1 to level of lightning skills. Nice. Reduce life, reduce defenses. 30 to 40% of damage is extra chaos. I should have put that on my Flicker Strike build a season or two ago, or a league or two ago. Elemental damage converted to chaos. I think we're good. Also, it's original sin. That's not cheap. Quantity of gold dropped by slain enemies. I'm good. Ulcer count. I freeze things enough. It's fine. Thorns. Spells. Rarity, cold res. And I guess it has room for a jewel. Its space is just ring. That's kind of funny. Spell damage, cast speed. Different stuff based on which ring socket it's in. Thief's Torment. Excuse me, so sorry. Definitely not Thief's Torment. Venopuncture. It's the bleeding version of Ice Fang Orbit. Venter's Gamble. Nah. Enemies have an accuracy penalty against you based on distance. That could be kind of funny, actually. Even if our maximum chance to evade is 50%. We're not getting that much evasion rating, right? And the things that are the largest problem for me are the distant enemies that are not getting affected by slows. Because they're out of my presence AoE. Vigilant View. How expensive is it? 2 Valors. Sheesh. Oops. Oh yeah, I wanted to look up some way to convert physical to cold. Yo, how do we have a flail item base in here? What? How do we convert physical to cold? That's the question. preferably without using a weapon. This is all damage is extra. Those are skill gems. I guess there may not be a way to do it right now. It would have been nice if we could turn our unconverted physical damage into cold damage, but we'll just have to deal with 80% cold damage, 20% physical. That's what it is for Ice Strike. What is it on Glacial Cascade? 60-40? Yeah, less than ideal, but whatever. If there's no way to do it, there's no way to do it. But the other thing we wanted to look at was, is there any form of rare ring that would be better than the uniques for us? We could get flat fizz or flat cold or both. Some rarity. None of those prefixes look that exciting. A ring with leech damages mana might fix me, basically. It might not, because we are only doing 20% or 40% of our damage is physical, but it could. That could be the thing, though. We get the mana prefix, physical to attacks, cold to attacks. Leech. And then some attributes or something, because we don't need any res at all. Like, we can take that entire ring socket out, and we wouldn't be immune to elemental weakness anymore. And even with dream fragments, we're still kind of not, because lightning's still 68 when it's minus 30. But if we were to get dexterity and int, say we get like, let's just see what a ring like this costs, shall we? A ring, we don't really give two shits about the base. We want mana. We want physical damage to attacks. Cold damage to attacks. Leech as mana. We're gonna put in Chaos Res. And then we're gonna do oh, it's count is the one. Oh no, we're gonna do weighted sum, because there's ways to get more than. Oh no, we can actually just do the pseudo one. Dexterity, Intelligence. 1 and 1. What are the values? Up to 30, so what if we say like 28? Okay, we're not using the pseudo version of mana. We're using the explicit version of mana. Mana, Fizz, Cold, Dexterity, and Intelligence with Leech's mana. On a Amethyst ring. Kinda sick, honestly. The flat rolls are kinda bad, but it's got tier 1 int, tier 3 dex, tier 1 leech, tier 1 mana. A tippity top roll on the chaos res. It's just shit rolls on the flat. Were there suffixes that I cared about in here? Exposure effect would be kind of sick, actually. What if we turn off Chaos Res and turn on Exposure effect? Does that exist? No. It's just a lot of stats, and the fact that it has Chaos Res on top of all that is kind of impressive. Well, we'll just start with this one. Why not?
You definitely want that one, right?
Yeah. $16.06 to $17,146. So a little bit of damage. Now this does solve quite a few of our attribute problems as well. Did I finish this map? I did. Ignited Ground's a pain in the ass, but whatever. Hey, yo, ailment threshold on top of that? Yeah, we're not doing it. Less CD, like, okay. I'm being targeted here. Everything on there is okay except for the temp chains. Damage is chaos. Okay, we'll go with that one. Tier 16 backwash it is. Our mana regen's up to 79.7. If we put mana quality on there, we'll get another 20% on our maximum mana, which is A little over 30. Probably like 35 or so. Dang. And then we'll get more mana leech as well. It's probably worth it. Let's cut that shit out. I think my biggest gripe with Chronomancer is that really that freezing enemies' time. Right, I guess it's not just Chronomancer, but also freeze. Crowd control in general against rares and like essence monsters in particular are where it's like most noticeable. Crowd controlling an enemy doesn't stop their like extra abilities going off from their modifiers. So the lightning strikes, the constant explosions, the gouts of fire from fucking Abyss. There's nothing you can do to stop those, even if you stop the enemy dead in its tracks for like 20 minutes while you're killing it. I think that feels very unsatisfying. Yeah, sweet 30% chill. That's why I was really kind of leaning towards Dream Fragments. I love when the modifiers say you have to stand next to this thing, and it also shits out tons of fucking degen on the ground. It says you can only deal damage to monsters in the void. He's in the void and he's not taking damage. Oh my god. Damn, I hate that shit. It's so annoying, dude. Half the time it doesn't even work right. I think that's why it's so confusing to look at, is because it actually just doesn't work. Anyways, we got out of there. Considering just not doing Abyssal Depths for the rest of the day, because that pissed me off. Right. Turns out going into and leaving in Abyssal Depths counts as a checkpoint. That was a lot of shit. What's this? Sport skills that create walls in a line, causing them to instead be created along a fissure at the cost of damage and AoE. Not really sure what the fuck that means, but okay. I have to like cast Glacial Cascade and then use the Frost Wall. Or does it just make the spell act like a fissure? It's probably more likely what the, that's probably more likely the case. Well, we got there. I think I only gained 12% there. Maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know. Wow. Life is energy shield, ailments, accuracy rating, speed, and shocked ground. Honestly, it's kind of runnable. The only one that's a little dicey is the shocked ground. But I'm sure it'll be fine, right? Right? But before we do the next one, I'm gonna grab some mana catalysts. 10 to 1.
that in as
I'll
soon
take
as I
20.
can.
So now our mana regen is 82. It went up by 3, I think it was. Pretty sure it was 79. And now we have another 1.2% or so, probably a little more than that, on the leech modifier. Attributes would probably be a little nicer, but it is what it is. Also, what level of gem can I use? Turns out I've been able to use this level for... Oh no, we've been at it. Okay. So level 19 is the next we can buy. Or we can, the next we can use. Shit, I might even be able to use level 20. Ice Strike. Ah, yes. I definitely wanted to only know about level 1. Thank you. Actually, can we buy sport skill gems from here? Oh, you can. Nice. How much do they cost? 305. That's a divine and a half right there. No, it's a little over a divine, really. Okay, how about level 19? Watch, 2x. It's actually... for divines. It actually is 2x. Nice. I need... like 9 of them, I think. We may as well.
All right, your order is registered.
Because temporal chains and elemental weakness are not included in that list on equipped gems. Because they're stuck in a meta gem. So our mana cost is still only 53. That's alright, that's alright. We're up to skill level 25. What about spirit gems? $25 to 1. We'll take 3.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
$147 int. Might be at exactly 147. No, we're 171. Okay. Well above that, thankfully. So our dexterity requirement is 80. Int is 147. We're well above both of those. Hell. Yeah. But jumping 3 levels on Blasphemy and Herald Weiss is no small thing. We're down to 41% less magnitude on the curses instead of 43. Solid. Let's see how it goes. Reduced quantity of items, 200% increased rarity of items. Let's see how it goes. Our mana issues are still somewhat mana issuing, but not nearly to the level they were before. And we still have the notable to get on our next... Oh no, we got the notable already? Okay, never mind. Oops. It's just a shitload of mana regen. Refocus may not be a bad node, actually. Because our energy shield recharge is pretty slow, and increasing it will make convalescence feel much more effective. Only problem is by going for that, we'd be committing to 4 points at level 85, which puts us just under 90. So, like, what do we do with the last, like, 6 points that we'll be going for? Chronomancy? That is 5 more points. That could do it. Heck yeah, why not? Let's just take a timeout, shall we?
A touch of luck.
What tier are those? Level 65? Yeah. Honestly, another way we could, like, really try and send home the rest of our mana problems is look for gloves with res on, leech on them. So we get, like, oh, damn. I did not respond to that correctly. I should have rewound the moment my health started moving. Tried to roll away and heal instead. Forgot what I was saying, didn't it? Whoa, whoa. No, thank you. It's still there? I thought I killed it. But when they spawn that shit on top of me. I just kited it 20 miles away and then they just spawn another one. Toxic as shit. Not this time. I'm just tired of everything exploding, dude. See what I mean? Everything's just fucking exploding. Everything's degenerating me shit. What happened to honest punches and kicks, attacks? Motherfuckers. Hey, another Call of Brotherhood. Right, I just remembered to look. We're at 50% temp chains effect on normal monsters. Now we leveled up Blasphemy to level 19. I have no idea where the Bog Witch is. This one. She's right there the whole damn time. Yeah, and a breach to close it out. Why not? Just for fun. Oh fuck. Oh hell yeah, 3 whole breach splinters. Nice. Monster damage plus ailments. That's fine, I suppose.
Hail. A storied artifact.
I really have zero desire to do the Viridian Wildwood. So it's off to the trenches for me, I suppose. 135% increased gold found. I mean, there's worse modifiers to have on there. Maybe that's not the worst thing ever. That's item level 80 base. Nice. It could be used for recombinating shit, but it is a tier 3 level to melee skills. Works for me. A little more ES recharge. A little more mana recharge when we get to 89. Whoa. I see. Shut the fuck up, Delvin. I heard that. Thankfully, we just leveled up, so it's not like we lost a whole lot, but I just did not see that corpse exploding at my feet. Another win for visual clarity. We got an orange one. It's usually the orange ones are a little more interesting than the other types. Like Fox Dust will turn the okay. Kind of just assumed those were normal plebs. Maybe they were, and I still just died to them because I wasn't really paying attention. But bummer either way. But either way, that Fox Ghost will turn whatever rare it possesses into in that boss. So if it goes towards that little chunk of 3 rares, we'll get a map boss and 3 rares. 27 billion explosions. Maybe that was part of it. Yeah, there it is. Usually there's a percentage of how much bonus we're gonna get off this from the... Uh-oh. Almost could not dodge that with the way the map was laid out. Damn.
That was no easy prey. Well fought.
Wow. I mean, yeah. Wow. I think we're good.
Keep your wits about you.
Oh, there are 2 breaches. Nice. Despite those deaths, we're back up to 12%. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this too. I think we're down to 1 attempt left, so if I die, it might be the end of the map. Oh, and the abyss is right there. Time out. I believe he attacked 3 times. Well, let's clear out the abyss before the breach so we're free to run wherever I feel like it. Without getting too terribly swarmed. Oh, that was not my greatest rewind. Oh, fuck. We still got 2 attempts. Oh, yeah. Everything, you know, that time magic being hard to control, these things happen. Okay. That one I got nothing. Yo, how is there a fox touch monster right now? Thought I killed them all. Just fucking time out. Time out. Bro, I froze time and nothing stopped exploding. What the fuck? I wonder if fox touched monsters get extra crit and one of those snakes just burrowed on top of me and that's what critted me out of Oblivion. Surely this will go better, right? Turns out time freeze does not stop the breach, which, you know, kind of expected, but I was a little hopeful that might. There was a non-zero chance. One more for the road. $17 total breach splinters from there. Could be worse. Bleeding. Turns out we can go all the way up there. I think this blue stuff is indicative of where we need to go to open up the mansion in the mists. Because when we clear this map, the blue stuff will move to a different map. And if we chase it down enough, I think it ends up putting us in the mansion. Oh yeah. Turns out that's not even the pit that opened. Nice. I pushed Convalescence, and then I tried to rewind, but yeah, I should have done that the other way around. Everything just hurts, Steve. Maybe we look into buying an actual piece of gear. I think we have 6 div laying around, so we might be able to get something like halfway decent. $2,800 energy shield, 1,200 life. It's not quite holding up the way it used to, even with all the slows. Did get another Abyssal Depths, but I'm still salty about the fucking Aminamu's Void thing from last time, so I'm not running it. Ah, damn, we're only making 244 million XP per hour now, after all these deaths. Shit. At least we are still going positive in XP gain, despite all the dying. Right, it's the thing.
A storied artifact.
Shield ground's gonna be annoying, but I'm sure it's fine. I guess our gloves would be the easiest thing to, or they're the lowest level base we have. So if we say 80 and like 40 and 40. Really all we care about is 36 cold res. Two to level all melee skills. And then as much evasion rating as we can get. Or defenses in general. Also for reference, what am I at? 288. That seems not so high. What if we just turn off the cold res? Casual 14 divs. Six div for 333 evasion rating. And 132 energy shield. That's like barely an upgrade. Although it is missing the iron rune, so it'll go a bit higher. Probably like 370 or so. If that. But then if I did that, we would need to do something about my cold res. Yeah, probably not. How about a body armor? Out of all that, we really only need the spirit. Lightning res would be nice. And we need at least 49. Pretty sure body armor is highest tier is 80. but its defense is actually less than a Sleek Jacket. So we already have the highest base. The others just have implicits on them. Well, out of curiosity. 1228 for 35 divs. 120 divs. Sheesh. Kind of a wild chess piece, honestly. It's also got 3. It has 3 sockets on it without being corrupted, and I have no idea what caused that. I guess exceptional? Yeah, because if it got corrupted into another socket, it would be 4. That goes to 1200. $1164. I kind of want to see what the cost of like a decent 900 or like 950 is. Honestly, I think the chest piece I'm wearing is like actually giga expensive. And by that I mean like probably 5 div. Then again, that's 8. But it also doesn't have deflect on it, and it has 2 really shitty res. Yeah, that's kind of hard to upgrade. Let's see if helmets are the same story. The chaos res is nice, but if we were just looking for the highest defenses, we could. 800 and 307. It's a good bit higher. It also has deflect on it, but again, kind of expensive. Yeah, that's 30% quality. Sheesh. Six div for 734 plus 281. Corrupted, missing a suffix. I guess it half rerolled. No, it actually corrupted into 2 sockets. I don't know if they just didn't slam it or they found it that way from like ultimatum or something. Kind of a bummer. Either way, though, we'd be losing a pretty solid chunk of deflect if I took that. 722. It's pretty significant. just didn't even bother giving it suffixes. I mean, that's cool, I guess. Are there any neat suffixes we could get? Presence AoE would be nice. Deflect, of course, and then some res. Should have 6 div, right? Oh, I have 5, so that would be basically all my money. Heck it, why not? I probably should have searched for boots first, but buying boots with like 30% move speed and all the other shit I want would be a little questionable.
You definitely want that one, right?
Now the question is, do I slam that, or do I desecrate it first? Also, how much do ancient ribs cost? Oh, they're expensive. Though that probably should have been expected. I think perfect exalted orbs are still pretty expensive too. Yep, same price. And also, Abyssal Echoes is only 70 chaos, or exalts. I think maybe we just leave this for now. It's a good helmet, and we want to put it on, but I don't want, like, I spent 5 div on it, I don't want to just YOLO random shit at it, you know? We'll just keep running and hope we die less. Bro, he's frozen just barely on the chilled ground. Hey yo. Now that helps with the money problem, I think. I have no idea what they're worth though. Probably something. Hello? Ugh. We just kill them before they explode, then they don't explode. Isn't that great? But damn near everything on this map is trying to explode. It's very annoying. Not touching that. We left the one rare here.
There is power in this object. I can feel it.
Okay. Maybe we should have cleared out around the breach beforehand. feel like I've been in this map for like 20 minutes and we still have like 7 rares to go. It's not really a bad thing, but just a big ass map. Want to get out and check the price on this fracturing orb already. But I also really like to stop standing on chilled ground. I knew it was going to be a pain in the ass going in, but just found so many tier 15s with a like that one shitty modifier on it that's not like that bad, but it's just annoying as shit. I just decided to deal with it this time. Another one. They don't say how many hinge stones are in a set. They just say, you know, get a couple of them.
This has a history of its own.
Accuracy rating's a bummer since we have evasion rating, but whatever. At least it's not chilled ground, right? Also, Angie. Oops. Still oops. How much is a fracturing orb? That's kind of what I was suspecting. Worth a good chunk of money, but not so much that it's like over a divine.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
80 it is. Probably could have gotten like 85. But it's fine. I think we're just gonna keep going through this this cleared out area, or this cleansed area, that's the word. We've got 4 more regular maps for it. There's the Wildwood right there. But I'm not doing that one. And then we can go over to this corrupted area, clear it out, and then run the cleansed maps on that side too. Also, there's a ritual map here. I was kind of thinking of trying a ritual on this build just to see how it feels. I suspect it'll probably feel better than it felt on my Crossbow Deadeye. However, the bar for that one's not very high. It felt like shit on my other build, so it feels better, but still like shit. Then we're gonna continue to not run it. But if it feels tolerable, then we may start spending some ritual tablets. Who knows? Ah, full attack speed feels good, man. No matter where we stand. Honestly, in cleanse maps, I should probably clear more of the map than just the rares, since I'm pretty sure it's just the cleanse monsters that drop the fracturing orbs, but also just feels wasteful. Because we could be clearing maps that I've yet to clear, you know? Oh, okay, I guess we're just not going over there then. That's cool. Looks like we are clearing the rest of this map, damn it. Too many things chasing me. I don't like it. The breach closed, but there isn't that many, like, fewer things on my screen. Bro, I'm walking through the void plants. Please stop chasing me. These void plants got no manners. Naturally, there's another void plant monster. It's like the 5th one in the last 30 seconds. Oh, I'm alive. Nice. Well, I guess that worked out. What did we get? Enfeeble and ailment threshold. That's pretty toxic. But we'll run it anyways. Why not? We'll just have a slightly harder time freezing stuff, which could cause problems. It has in the past, but we may still freeze things in 2 and 3 hits. That'd be ideal anyways. Yeah, they're still freezing. The triple Ice Wall into quadruple Glacial Cascade is super nice. Clears things real well. Unfortunately, it also clears my GPU pretty well too. That happens whether I'm streaming or not. And teleported while he was frozen. I feel like more than the monsters themselves, I'm actually just fighting the modifiers on them. Kind of annoying. Yeah, bro, I'm stuck. Oh shit. Yeah, that was a little spicy. We were surrounded by 4 rares, or well, 3 rares really. That one probably wasn't doing anything. And I activated the breach without clearing that out. Kinda my fault. And we died at 99%. Shit. I was not paying attention. I just saw pretty breach colors and I walked into the hand. Yeah, fizz damage aura in there too. Yeah, that's rough. Level 65 base, it's lower than the one I have. Did get tier 1 flat though. What if we just regal into 30% move speed? So close, 80 mana. Nice try, nice try. Well, I rolled the wrong way for that. Well, who needs damage anyways, really? One of these days I'll tighten up the loop filter. Also, that's the wrong type. Two more levels and we'll have that extra chunk of mana regen. Every level we get makes Convalescence more useful when it activates. But I feel like a lot of times when I'm trying to use holy slow Batman, what the fuck? Let's just take it down. Oh no, I'm pros. Oh, it's the vines. You know what? Maybe we don't need to do ritual. Those monsters with the vines spawn in ritual all the time. It's not on this map, but if we have to start running into those all the time, I'd be a little annoyed probably. What is that? Lightning damage, 161% cold damage. A slight mismatch. Well, we got there. Only died the once because we opened the breach on top of four rare monsters. A mistake I shouldn't make, but I will most definitely do it again. More ailment threshold. But that last map had ailment threshold on it too, and it was still runnable. Things did take noticeably longer to freeze, but not that much longer. So we can either do the boss of Backwash, or we can do tier 16 Spider Woods without a boss. Minus 65% XP gain for 91% rarity. That's kind of toxic. Why even bother? Genuinely, I kind of don't want to. But also, it's going to annoy the shit out of me if there's, like, just one regular cleanse map. Viridian Wildwood's a little annoying, but, like, not as annoying as a normal map being uncompleted. Actually, before I do this next map, I'm going to get up and stretch my legs. So, I appreciate you watching. Hope you're enjoying. If you are not already, make sure you smack the like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. The follow button if you're watching on Twitch. I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes, and we will simply continue the grind. We got to get these 2 more levels so I can pick up refocus and then start making my way out to Chronomancy. So, we will continue that shortly. Alright, friends, we made it. Sorry about that, but it was a solid break. Got some water, walked around, feel a little better. Let us continue, shall we? One moment. Yeah, alright. So, we just hit level, what, 87? 89 is our next notable. Then it'll be like 94 after that for our, probably the last one we'll be able to reach for this character. If we get that far even. But that's not for a long, long while. Did I? Yeah, we opened it before getting up. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got the boss here too. Hopefully we don't get one shot by that boss. Oh. Oh, for a split second I thought this was a chilled ground map. It's just chilled ground monsters. Started panicking. Oh, I'm gonna be rich. Let's just take it down, shall we? Except I'm still fucking burning to death. Oh, okay. I died before I even pushed the one button, which is crazy because I definitely mashed that button 4 times before I actually fell over. At least that's how it looked to me. Ping's not high. Maybe I just wasn't fast enough. How many laser beams? There's too many. Brother. I do have instant healing on this, right? I heard the noise. Twice, maybe even 3 times. I did not see my health bar jump up at all. Which you would kind of expect it to, considering it's an instant flask. And the damage killing me was not burst damage. Also, another thing I really wish Temporal Rift did was reset your debuffs. It could kind of backfire if you reset yourself into having debuffs again, but being able to rewind a giant ass ignite like that would feel pretty good when it works out. You know, it's a dark domain. It's not even the Abyssal Depths. So basically, I'd be stupid not to walk in there, but I really don't want to. This last time I did this, it was... Oh no, this is the one that gives you the key to the actual place. The actual boss encounter. The boss encounter itself was like... alright, up until it just kind of put like 6 lightning beams on me that just wouldn't go away even though I killed the boss. And then just killed me. It's like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do at that point? As far as I could figure out in the time I had, there was nothing that I could do. Surely this can only end well. We didn't have too hard of a time on this with our Deadeye. But then again, that is a Deadeye. That class doesn't have a hard time with anything. Seemed like his diminishing returns did not wear off on freeze buildup. Oh, hello. Do you have to stand in the track? He do be kind of spinning though. Yeah, it worked out. So I'm not really 100% sure what else we could really do to bump up our damage too much more. Because most of the points we have planned are just kind of geared towards utility or defense. Hello, that's at number 2 today. Yeah, we'll get more damage from upgrading our armor, sure, but those are going to be really expensive upgrades. You know, I'm not sure how much more damage that's actually going to be. So I'm kind of wondering how effective this build will be at like tier 15 map bosses with the difficulty bonuses and everything. Well, hello? Okay. She just teleporting? Ah, yeah, temporal chains. I was wondering why the hell I was so slow. 51%, by the way. Then again, there our damage looked kind of alright. So, ta-da! Well, yeah, we gotta make $1 million. Yeet. Look. It's a 50-50. It just works out or it doesn't. Got a level 19 skill gem finally, but also I just bought them all. Bought all of the ones that I needed, that is. Elemental weakness poison on hit and damage as both fire and cold seems kind of toxic. Not gonna lie. Armored is fine though. Poison's a little annoying, but there are definitely worse modifiers out there. Alright, this one's not going to give us shit for XP, but we're going to do our best.
This is all in your head.
Skittering legs in the shadows.
Oh no, the delirium's ending. No, I only got level 4. Fuck. That ghost is fine. It doesn't need my help. Yo, I just saw our exposure effect is 108% on normal monsters. that true? 117. It wasn't true. It's even higher. Nice. Four exalted orbs and an annul. Honestly, I suspect. I wonder if annuls are expensive because of the erase your desecrated modifier omen. So people are more heavily incentivized to use them. If I think of it, I'm gonna look when I leave this map. Step I'm stuck. Get that worm. Oh, we're fine. Got one at least. Somehow, through all that, we didn't even die. Feels good, man. Yeah, alright. That's kind of shitty. Damages gold, reduce charges, damages lightning, pen res. Honestly, pen res I think on paper sounds like a really bad mod or a really scary mod, and I think it is. But anytime I've actually just run it, I feel like I haven't even noticed its effect. So we're gonna not get rid of that one immediately. But also I wanted to see. Yeah, orbs of annulment are quite expensive. I was correct. No wonder people are pricing gear and that shit. Alright, that covers all of the cleansed areas that we were trying to get from this section. We just left that one Viridian Wildwood. Honestly, who needs that? Certainly not me. We're gonna make our way through creek to woodland to right there to down on this tower here. I think that is a reasonable path to take. And we're gonna go for the other corrupted area and turn it into another cleansed area. That'll be our next objective map-wise, I guess. A few more fracturing ores never hurt nobody, right?
Some take what is offered. I take what is earned.
Oh shit. It's a spicy ignite. And standing on the burning ground would reset the duration on the ignite? Weird. Tier 2 hybrid on a level 80 base. Maybe? There's a breach nearby. I see a hand right there. Look at that. A breach. Let's just all take a breather, shall we? Except for I'm what you call stuck. Yeah. That was just a little too much. I feel like I didn't kill a damn thing in that breach, but I still got 8 splinters. So I guess we were doing something. It's just a really wide-ass open area, so there was shitloads of monsters there. That may be the explanation. Oh no, we dropped under 200 million per hour. Bummer. We left the map. Come fast as foot, boy. Oh yeah, we have buffs expire on you more slowly, so the speed shrine actually lasts forever now. Kinda huge. Those little damage over time balls have been fucking me up this whole time. Yeah, what's another ticket to make $1 million? Just chance a headhunter forehead. Oh, hello? That's fine. Not even close. We had it under control the whole time. I can't believe I survived all that just to die with to the rare with 5% health. I thought we had it. That fireball or whatever the hell it was hurt. Oh well, we're still positive XP. I like that they took the time to make an abyssal what's it called? The fire volatiles that chase you around. They made an abyssal version of that because they thought the normal version didn't suck enough.
A storied artifact.
Volatile Crag, that's the one. Get me the hell out of here. Thought I had that one already. Alright, let's make $1 million. Look. We made $0. I'm just gonna put that one in. It's a scary looking map.
This one holds more than secret things.
For a moment I thought that rare was about to walk across the stream. That's the one that opened? Okay. I would have expected the one 10 miles closer to the enemies I was killing to be the one that would open first. I feel like if we're on directly on top of the pit as it opens, we have like a 70% easier time clearing it most of the time, unless, you know, the 30th thing that explodes on the same spot just one-shots you. Yeah, this might be my last map for the night. I'm kind of tilted. Kind of want to go get some food. And just the game not feeling it, doing it for me tonight. Physical damage, attack speed, regen life, and 75% presence AoE. Interesting. It is tier 1. If nothing else, that's probably useful for recombinating. Yeah, alright. Let's throw that in there. And like I said, I think we are going to end the stream there. So, sorry it's a bit of a shorter stream. But I do appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you didn't even already, make sure you smack the like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. The follow button if you're watching on Twitch. And come see me again tomorrow. Where we'll hopefully be feeling better to do more of this. We did solve our mana issues, so that's one less problem. We just got to keep getting money for trying to finish out this helmet. Maybe that'll fix everything. Who knows? But for now, have yourselves a good rest of your night. And I will see you then.